it was like landscaping. Shit ass fucking job. Did not want to do it in the slightest, but it was wages. It was close to home, and it was like a sure thing. And they were like, "Yep, cool. Come in tomorrow. It'll be your first day, sort of trial thing, whatever." I was like, "All right, cool." And then I was on the way home from. I was on the way home from somewhere, and I called up one of my really good friends, Lewis. Yeah. And he's been a day one for I've known him. Yeah, I've known him since like 14 years old. And I called him and I told him about the situation, about this job, and he's like, "Busy." He's like, "If you fucking take this job," he's like, "you will never be a photographer." He's like, "You'll be stuck in this job for the next couple of years. Your photography's gonna go to shit." He's like, "You'll never fucking have time for it." He's like, "You just need to he's like, "Don't take this job." He's like, "If you take this job, you're fucked." And I was like, "Fuck." And he G'd me up. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, "Yeah, you're fucking right." And I was like, "Fuck." I'm like, "How am I going to tell Taylor this?" Because Taylor was very concerned about money, which she had the right to. Then I went home and told her, but she was absolutely amazing. She was like, "Well, what are you going to do then?" I'm like, "I'll just fucking..." Like, I had savings. Obviously, it was going to take a hit. We both knew that. But I was like... That was
the leap that you had to take for yourself.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And it was because of the job being liquidated, and then Lewis telling me what I had to do, and then Taylor supporting me. I then said, "Fuck it." I didn't rock up to the job the next day, and I just put everything I had into building my photography, videography business.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry.
And ever since then, it's just snowballed. And I think you would know as well, like, as soon as you quit your full-time job and you do this 100%, you have so much more time and energy to put into it, because it's hard. Like, it's not just the job. Like, you go out and do a photo shoot for a client for an hour. Where your brain is at. Yeah, man. Because then you need a network as well. You need to post. You need to edit.
100%, man.
Like, there's so much stuff that goes into it.
But you gotta put your heart into it.
Yeah.
And when our heart is in it more, like...
But that's what makes it easy too, is like, we're gonna go the extra mile for it because it's our business. Whereas if it was someone else's, you don't really give a fuck. And it's funny. True. It's funny now too, because like, I can see it. Like, I've done jobs for like electricians and stuff like that, and they're fucking giving their apprentice shit and stuff like that. Like, he's like his heart just isn't in the job, and I'm like, I understand. I'm like, I used to be that little cunt. I'm like, I used to be that kid. Whereas now I don't give it. Like, now, like, I can see it from like a business owner sort of point of view, sort of thing. So, but no, it's good, man. I mean, look at the space you got yourself now. You're doing little podcasts on the side.
I think we've got to keep challenging ourselves, right? Like scaring ourselves into big decisions. Like, going to Tonga for me was like a little bit of a scary one, but it wasn't a big thing like I had to sit on for too long. Yeah. I think we got to take risks. Yeah. And know that, like, the thing about a risk is if it's not guaranteed, right? If every risk was guaranteed that it's going to be successful, then everyone would take a risk. There's nothing to lose.
But also, going to Tonga, like, for you, like, you've got a footprint in that place. Yeah. You can now say, and it is now recognised, that you've worked for the bodybuilding federation,
done international jobs,
big or small, you've done it.
Yep.
So like, it's something to put on your resume, but it's also something that you'll be recognised for now.
Exactly, bro. So I'm very appreciative of that. Obviously, I want to travel more, like you. Yeah. I think where I see the business going, I want to keep scaring myself in the sense that I want to keep challenging myself to do big things. Like, I want to build the business, Hustle Harder Photography. About a year and a half ago, my accountant and I, we created, for tax purposes and everything, to not just have it as a business, but a company. So the company's name is actually Hustle Harder Agency, Pty Ltd. And that basically, we did it a while ago, but now it's coming full circle where I want the agency. I have started hiring an editor as well. So I have an editor that helps to outsource some things, and he lives just nearby in Melbourne as well. I want to have little videographers that they're just contractual for me. But also, I want to have a registry of models that we have. I want to turn into a full agency that can do podcasting, can do real estate, and a whole bunch more.
That's hectic.
I know, it is hectic.
It's good to think like, dude,
scary dreams.
Yeah, and like I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of just doing shit. But that's cool.
The thing that I'm learning the hardest now, and I'm going to ask the same question to you, is like realizing where your bottleneck is in the business.
What's bottleneck?
So bottleneck means like it's like something is limiting the growth.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And you and I will be our own bottleneck in our own business because we wear all the hats.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You book the jobs, you make all the calls, you reply all the emails, you make all the posts, you shoot all the content, you video the you edit all the content.
Yeah.
Everything. Right? You do everything.
You get me thinking.
I know. So I do everything. But I know there are certain things that I'm not perfect at or great at.
Yeah.
That if I outsource to someone who is, then it gives me more time to be better at the things I am good at. And whatever I outsource and delegate that to that person, they're going to be better than me at that job. So, yeah. So I think it's just like the hardest thing I'm trying to figure out is delegating to right people, hiring slow, firing fast, meaning like take the time to figure out and vet out the right people. Right now, it's I've got the editor I've had with me for about just over a month and a half.
What sort of stuff do you get them to edit?
Very simple, monotonous jobs that have like rinse and repeat for me. So like say if I've got a job that's a client we shoot at the same time every month, and I've done them for like maybe a year or so, and I've got every folder of every month to go back, I can just say, for example, say captioning, right? Now, I don't know about everyone else, but most people might think captioning is pretty easy, and it is. It's easy, but there's...
Do you do it on Premiere Pro?
I do it on Premiere Pro. I used to do it on CapCut.
Yeah.
The thing about captioning is, we all know, everyone should know that captioning is pretty much autonomous, right? You have like, there's Premiere Pro will just listen to it, 10 seconds later, spits out all the words there.
And Keegan mumbles, so my shit never comes out.
It never comes out right.
I always got to correct it, man. It's
I know.
fucked,
so the difference between me giving you a video with no captions and you just getting CapCut or whatever to chuck the captions on there, I promise you there's a few words in there that are wrong.
Oh, 100%.
Especially if your business is a unique word, it will not get it right. So you got to, think, otherwise the captions might land on your forehead or whatever.
Yeah, you got to position it.
Exactly. So it might take me 15 minutes of my day to do captions for one video. Yeah. 15 to 20 minutes. You add that up. You make a lot of reels per week. So if I can get someone to caption the video and do the jump cuts, and then maybe I will do the final quality control and color grade or whatever. Yep. And then before it gets sent out, I can say, yes, this is good enough quality to set out. Yeah. Then I'm happy with it. Yeah, nice. But it's given me, say if I'm paying the person maybe 30% of what I would charge the client for that job, but I've also filmed the job and then I've done the quality control on both sides, then I find that helps to give back my time. Yep. Gets the job done faster. Yeah. Client's happy. The worker's happy. They're getting paid quite... Like if they're... Essentially, for someone that's learning how to edit video, and ideally, like, if they're here in Melbourne, if they were to edit 4 to 8 videos a day, you're working from home from your laptop on your own terms, editing, and you're getting paid more than just what retail would be like. It's not bad. Man, it's something to think about.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I don't know if I could though.
It's so hard, man. Have you spent? I don't know if you spent a decent amount of time on Fiverr. I want to put my head through.
Fiverr?
Oh, well, good. I want to put my head through a wall when I deal with Fiverr sometimes.
What's that?
So Fiverr, it's spelled Fiver, like 2 R's maybe. Yeah. It's like so Fiverr. It got its name from the fact that from $5 you could get a job done online.
Oh, okay, I get you. So it's like a kind of like a
outsourcing. Per job. Yeah. So it could be like someone do me a pricing chart or a graphic for this, and you'll put the ad out for how much it is. There are also ads of people out there saying we will make websites for $500. Yeah. So and then you
have a website?
I've been spending the last 3 months trying to get my website off the ground.
Yeah, man.
I had someone working on the website, didn't get finished. Then I've now gone to Fiverr again to try to get the website off the ground.
I go through waves of like,
I'm on Wix, bro.
Should I get a fucking thing? Or?
Yeah. See, there's so many ways. I want to do it through WordPress because then the monthly outgoings are not as much. Yeah. I'm
fucking so shadow banned at the moment too.
I've noticed, but like, I know you can get it off the ground.
It's so fucked.
Everyone that's listening, go to Bizzy Create. Which page is it that's shadow banned?
So it is this one. My Bizzy Creative page, so Bizzy Creative _ it's just modeling. Obviously, like there's a lot of photos that
questionable
photos. Ooh. But also at the same time, fuck it. Like even this one got flagged, and like look at this one, some fucking artistic shit.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and then But what's fucked is you go into like your account settings and then it says, you know, or you go into your account status and then you got these ones like I don't even know why it says removed contents flagged because that's obviously content that I've removed. I don't know how to get rid of that, but that's really annoying. But then like what can't be recommended and then it has these 5 posts that it says it wants me to take down.
And you've taken them down?
Dude, for so long, for months, I was like, nah, I'm not going to fucking do it. And then I was like, all right, fine, I'll fucking do it. So I took 5 down, and then 10 minutes later, 5 more. I was like, fuck. So I took 5 more down, then 10 minutes later, 5 more.
You're joking.
Yeah, and I'm like, I can't, like, it's just going to be my whole fucking page gone. So I've stopped doing it.
So that whole page, pretty much all the...
Pretty much everything on my fucking page is going to get... It would have been like
Do you get any likes and interactions and stuff?
I do get... Ooh, that's cool.
From people that follow you, but...
Yeah, I do get likes and like interactions. Like my average like likes are like anywhere from like 70 to 100.
Okay.
It's saying
but it's not hitting
like...
the explore page or anything like that.
What?
It's not hitting the explore page.
What's the explore page?
On Instagram. It's not hitting the explore page?
Oh, like the search
page,
engine?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Because once it hits there, then you get a lot more...
Yeah, I don't think so, bro. I don't think it does that. Like, I've had a few people message me and say...
And you're changing up the hashtags, you're doing all that stuff?
Yeah. And, like, I've had a few people message me, like, when I posted that thing saying, I'm shadow banned, please like my shit. I had people go onto my profile and they're like, holy shit. They're like, I haven't seen these last, like, 7 posts that you've done.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck.
Probably why I don't see a lot of your stuff either, but, like...
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
It's not good, but I don't know, whatever. I know... It would be good, obviously, because it's going to bring in new clientele.
Of course.
But I do have a good clientele that's enough of like a community that my name does get out there throughout that community. And community being like models in Melbourne, models in Gold Coast, models in Perth, models in Brisbane sort of thing. So I'm not too concerned.
Yep.
But at the same time, it does annoy me because I'm like, my following could be much higher, my bookings could be much higher, my exposure could be much higher, but it's not because of this. So that's kind of what's got me thinking about like a website, but then it's like, who the fuck uses websites? Twitter. Dude, have you seen Twitter?
I prefer a website over Twitter, to be honest.
Have you been on Twitter?
No.
Dude, it's like...
It's blown up?
It's just porn.
Is it?
Borderline.
That's what Tumblr was like years ago. Does anyone use Tumblr anymore? I don't know.
I don't know. I never knew
really?
much.
I thought it was
Dude,
I thought it was just one-liners. That people would drop like one small sentence.
Videos, photos, you can see boobies, all the things on there, dude. Because like I had a couple of models that are like, do you have a Twitter? I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't have a Twitter. Like, you should get a Twitter. They're like, you would do really well on Twitter.
I've had so many people tell me I need a LinkedIn.
What's LinkedIn?
You don't know what a LinkedIn is?
No, what's LinkedIn?
The
new thing.
No, it's like a business, card sort of thing. Like it's a lot of corporate people uses LinkedIn to find candidates for jobs.
Oh no, I didn't know about that.
Oh.
But no,
I
Twitter.
only got TikTok like a month ago, bro.
Dude, you can. Oh, really?
Yeah.
See,
What's TikTok?
I've got TikTok, but only because like I like to watch TikToks. But yeah, Twitter is you can post anything on that platform. So being a lot of my clientels are like in the sex industry.
Yeah.
That's a platform that they use to post their content. Yeah. So when they were like, oh, you should get Twitter, I was like, I don't have Twitter, and then I had a look at Twitter, and I was like, damn, Twitter's crazy, man. But
apparently, I heard today Elon's now will pay out creators on TikTok on Twitter.
On Twitter, really?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, what the hell?
What? Sorry, that's that fucking the tism's kicking in. But yeah, so I think I might get a Twitter because that's another platform where I'm not going to be shadow banned and where I can sort of get my stuff out there. I think that'll be really good because it is annoying. Like I'll happily cover I'll censor things out for Instagram. I'm happy to do that. But even when you do that, you still get flagged.
Yeah.
So Twitter, regardless or not whether I'm censoring things or not, it's somewhere I can post my art and I'm not going to get banned. But also, a lot of the girls that I work with have a big presence on Twitter. Mm-hmm. And they can do that same sort of thing where they can post censored, uncensored, but it's not going to be governed by Instagram.
It doesn't change the traffic.
Yeah. So that way the exposure is more and it's better because they can post things that people are going to see and want to follow. And then if they go to me instead of my Instagram profile, my Twitter profile, then I'm going to get much more coverage because I'm not going to be shadow banned like I am on Instagram. Yeah. So I think that's something that I need to get into, but there's a lot of things I need to do that I don't do.
Yeah, there's a lot. Some of the biggest business tips I've ever heard or read or listened to a podcast is like something like one of the biggest ones was if it takes 5 minutes to do, just do it then and there.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of the things that we also are fearing of doing the most, like the things that we just don't want to do, we're putting off, they're the things we need to do the most.
Tax.
Yeah, man.
I need to do my tax.
I need to do my tax.
I need to do my tax.
I'm scared.
Don't remind me. I am scared. I don't put money away for tax.
What do you do? Yeah, me neither, bro.
It's so fucked.
I just wait for that time to come and like, oh, looks like I have 10 grand debt or
15, literally,
20
that's
grand
what I do. Like, I obviously have like a savings account.
Yeah.
So I try to put a decent amount of money in that. But then, like, who knows how much is going to get taken out of that
So
when
bad.
it does
Do you
come
have an
around to
accountant?
tax time. Nah.
You should.
I got a fiance.
I got a fiance.
I got a fiance.
Does she do your accounting?
No, I do actually. I do have an accountant / tax agent. He's my friend, but
Does he do your quarterly or anything?
yes. What do you mean?
What is it? Not Bass, but my accountant. He just says come in every quarter. We need to do our quarterly, and then he goes through. He just tells me to use my business card to pay for everything, and he'll sort it out.
Yeah, that's
and
sort
he'll
of
sift through it and figure out what we can do. But
I'm claiming fucking everything.
well, working for yourself, man. Like everything, petrol to clothing to
all my motor gear that I've bought, because I bought my. Should I say this? I don't want this to be out there in the world, but all my motor gear that I bought, I'm going to claim all that on tax and just say it's
man.
like, you know, I had to go dirt bike riding for a job, so I had to buy all the safety
You need
gear,
it.
the helmet, stuff like that. So when I bought the boots, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to buy the brand new Tech 7s.
That was a nice little gift for you. I put my smile on my face.
Yeah,
when I saw
man. You know what? Like I've ridden dirt bikes my whole life, like since I was a kid with all my G's when we were growing up. But I hadn't had my own dirt bike in a long time. And since starting photography, the main expenses that I've ever spent, you know, have been like on the camera, the drone, the computer, the laptop, desktop, all that stuff. So, and then I haven't really, other than the odd holiday every now and then with my partner, I hadn't really spent much money on myself. So to pull the trigger on a $7,000 dirt bike and buy all the little bits and pieces, it was a big move. I was like, ooh, do I want to do this? I should just be spending it on my business. I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. And man,
100%, man.
brings me so much pleasure. Like going riding with the boys has been so much.
That was the
fucking
Monday,
fun.
wasn't it, for you?
Yeah, we went to the track. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've got a lot of
Sick,
trips
man.
planned, and like in my group, there's like 10 of us that all ride dirt bikes. So
That's it.
It's
You gotta
always a
have
good
that
time.
thing away from like this.
yeah,
To
100%.
break you away from it, and
Yeah.
it's completely away from it. Like I
Yeah.
know you shoot a bit of BMX and stuff, but
Yeah,
that's sick.
yeah, no, it's good.
That's sick, man. All right. Well, got any questions for me? I'm here on the chopping block.
I've noticed you've done some modeling stuff lately. How's that going?
Me?
Yeah, like
done-
with like boudoir kind of like.
Oh yeah, getting into
Yeah.
and I do a lot more studio work as well.
Yeah,
I love working.
How you
in
finding the
studios.
studios?
Good.
I was so nervous when I first went into a studio.
You were nervous?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how to do this shit.
I'm trying to figure out what my first studio was.
What studio was it at?
Trying to figure out. I've shot at a few studios. Shot at I think there's one next to a merged gym in Box Hill called Loom. We shot at. I think it's
Okay.
called Loom.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Loom or something. There's one in near the airport,
Yep.
West, that we've shot at called 5 and 2.
Damn, you went all the way up there to shoot.
Yeah, there's one like a street away from there that we've shot at called Melbourne.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know that one.
I know you shoot at the one in Mornington a lot, but I haven't never been out there.
It's just so close.
And the one that I'm currently shooting at the most,
Mm.
because they are 10 minutes away from us, they give me good rates, we've got a good, nice affiliation. They've just kind of opened up a few months ago, so I'm kind of helping them out as well. But great facility, great event space.
I know the one.
In Chelsea. They're
I
called
like the
Magic
look of that
Frames.
one. Yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah, so
Big space, warehousey kind of like apartment looking thing.
yeah, and they've got separate little sections where you can kind of go in. There's a couch for
Yeah.
like, say if you've got graduation photos.
Yeah,
or,
like what Alex has done at Next Gen.
Yeah. Little
That's
separate-
smart. That's
such
smart.
a smart idea, bro.
Yeah.
Get a factory,
Yeah,
section off different areas, walls,
Yeah.
textured everything.
yeah.
And that's what a lot of people are doing these days, turning
Yeah.
factories into studios.
I have. That was like one thing that when I started my photography, I wanted to do. Not so much because I wanted it to be like a bit of a cash grab, but because I never had a studio that I could work out of. And when I did have a studio that I could work out of, it wasn't always the right environment that I wanted for my shoots. Like I want a studio that I can work in that's going to be completely black any time of the day.
Yeah.
So the only exposure is from the lights.
Light, yep.
And I want to get things like the waterfall sort of effect. I want a smoke machine, strobe lights. I want to get like a projector.
Yep.
Just like real fucked up shit. So you can basically film like a sci-fi
And you wanted to keep it
movie.
all there, so it has to be a big enough space.
Yeah. But no, it's good you've been doing that.
Yeah,
It's good.
man. I think this industry, it helps when you can affiliate with different brands and stuff, different gyms. So you're close with Indomitable Crew. I'm pretty close with the Iron Hub gym as well. So Iron Hub helped me out. I help them out. I do one shoot for them every month, once a month. They've been with me for years. They've been looking after me for about 3 years now. So it's just the give and take, man.
I'm excited for them to get their sauna up and running.
Oh, have you seen the upstairs?
No, I haven't. I haven't been there in a while, actually.
Oh, you got to pop in. I know you've been at the Indomitable Crew, but man, by December this year, they're gonna have the mirrored room. Looks fucking amazing. Yeah, it's like something from Doctor Strange, bro.
Oh, nice.
Like, imagine you walk into this room and close the doors.
Wait, where's this?
Where's Iron
Hub? Where's the mirrored room at?
So as soon as you walk through the doors, there's a staircase on the left.
Oh, so it's upstairs.
Yeah, and then it has recovery. You'll put a new recovery sign up there, and then they've got the saunas. They'll have 2 male and female area, and they'll have a sauna, I think, or 2 saunas, some ice baths, and then they've got.
They're gonna get ice baths.
I think so. Yeah, and then they've got also the mirrored posing room.
Yep.
I've never seen anything like it, bro.
That's good. That's what you want. Something unique, something that...
You know how some posing rooms have I don't know if you've been the one in Oakley, Dermot's or
yeah, I know that
Powerhouse Gym in
it's up up high on the angle behind.
Yeah, they've got a little angled one.
Yeah.
So that's a must. You got to have those. You got to have the front as well as the back. But this one I walked into, bro, it's like every wall is mirrored, and then every corner of the walls have a 45-degree angled mirrored facing down as well. Shit. So when you look forward, you can obviously see yourself. You look up there and you see a reflection of your back, like your traps.
Dope. That's gonna be fun to shoot in.
Yeah,
that's gonna be fun to shoot in.
So I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to them getting their spas and stuff in there, because if I'm not training at the Indomitable Warehouse, I go to Core.
Yep.
Just so I can box, hit the bags and stuff, and then have a sauna afterwards.
Yep.
Because the 2 kind of training things that I'm doing is either the hypertrophy in the gym, lifting hard and heavy, or I'll go to Core and I'll just do a kind of up tempo workout where I'll do the bag, do some ball slams, sled pushes, stuff like that, then have a sauna afterwards.
Yep. I got probably my last question before we roll into the fast 10.
The top 10, yeah. Nice.
Is what it was probably in the last year and a half, 2 years, or maybe 4 years you've been doing this. What's some of the hardest lessons learned, and think deeply about this,
Don't undersell yourself.
Yeah.
Don't undersell yourself. I have worked with a few models now that have literally just looked at me and they've said, up your rates.
Yeah.
They're like, up your rates. And that's been going on for a long time. But yeah,
Are you at a comfortable point now where you're happy with what you charge?
I'm pretty happy with what I charge.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm definitely a over deliverer as well.
It's always good.
It's really hard for me to do a shoot and then, be like, okay, cool, I need to stop here. I'll deliver the package, what's included in the package, but then maybe a week or 2 later, I'll come across that set again on my computer and be like, oh, that's a cool photo. And I'll just, I'll pull it, I'll be really stoned or something. I'll be like, oh, that'll look cool like this. And I'll pull it, edit it, and then shoot it over to the client. They're like, oh, wow, thanks. So I do always kind of over deliver. But yeah, I think just in the terms of, know your value, I think.
100%, man. I think finding my price point was a very hard thing.
Yeah.
And like you said, giving extra value. You and me are very similar in that sense. I'll talk about my extra value is, I was telling a client about this the other day. They were like, hey man, I just need they contacted me through another coach that knew me and done a shoot with me. They're like, hey, look, I just want to do a shoot this Sunday. I said, oh, Sunday, middle of the long weekend. I don't really want to do a shoot. I didn't say that. I was just like, I might be free.
Yeah.
What are we thinking about? He's like, I just want to do a photo shoot, my first photo shoot. It's been 10 years in the making. I've been working really hard, training.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool, are you competing? He's like, no, I'm not competing. I'm just dropped a bit of weight. Just want to do it for my own confidence. I was like, okay, man. I just got to let you know. And I said, do you want any video? He goes, no, just photos. I was like, okay. He goes, no, just 8 to 10 photos.
Yeah. I
was like, okay, man. I got to tell you, this is my minimum price. And he goes, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I was like, okay. So he didn't shy away at that. I was like, cool, that's my minimum. But I said, but I don't just give you 8 to 10. Right. If I take some amazing photos of you, I don't want them to sit in my hard drive in the darkness and never see the light of day. And just because if you don't want them or maybe you may not be able to afford them, I used to charge singly per photo.
Yeah.
Now I just go, look, this is the minimum price, and I promise you'll get 30 to 40 photos minimum. I know the downside of that is you might think, oh yeah, each photo now costs less. So the value of each photo has gone down. But I'd rather you have all of the hard work that I love as well,
Yeah.
and think, okay, wow, I get really good value and a lot of photos from Sean. I can fill out my Instagram for the next month.
Yeah.
Rather than just 5 hero shots.
Dude, I get it. I do the same thing sometimes. Like if I have a really, really good vibe with a model on a photo shoot and we get some really, really cool shots, I can't help myself, but I'll see it. Like I said, I'll see an image. I'll be like, that'll look fucking really cool. So then I'll grab it. I'll fucking edit that one down. And then if not for her, just for my own profile as well. You know what I mean? Like it's going to look fucking nice.
Do you give them the ability to have a proof of like thumbnails and then you just let them pick? Or do you just give them all?
I do, yes. If that's what they want. Like if they say that, cool. But a lot of my clients, I just kind of go through and pick them. Some obviously request to see them sometimes, but a lot of the time I kind of just go through and pick them myself, edit them myself, and then they're pretty happy with them. If not, I'm happy for them to go through and have a look. But it just depends. Like I do know what clients I can do it with and what clients I can't do it with. Like Riley, super easy. I can do like a photo shoot with her for 2 hours where we hit 3 different outfits, 3 different sets, and she won't want to see them. She just can't be fucked. She's like, I don't want to have to pick through them. So whatever I do, she's always happy with, and she's always blown away with it. And some of the photos I've shot with Riley are some of the best photos that I've ever done.
And that comes down to trust again, doesn't it? Like,
yeah, 100%. Like, I mean, if you know what you're signing up to when you work with me. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, you're going to get, like, if you look at my profile, you're not going to get, the balmy, running down the beach kind of shots. It's going to be this very alternative kind of styled shit. So I feel like if you were to sign up to do a photo shoot with me, like it's going to be this kind of pace, that kind of flavor. So
that flavor.
Yeah, that flavor.
So on that, I got a question as well. Like, what are your thoughts on people hiring photographers and trying to shape their style? Like, tell them, hey, I want to hire you, but this is the style of photos that we like. And if I understand mood board is one thing, but if you've never shot a particular, I don't know if I'm wording
I get what
this
you're
right.
saying. No, I get
Like,
what you're saying, because I've had this bloke reach out to me a few times now, and I think it's just,
say, for example, they wanted me to shoot in your exact style, and I go, it's just, I mean, it's not that I can't do it. It's just that it's not my style.
Yeah, I can give it a go.
Yeah.
I have been in that exact situation, and it's been for gym stuff. And I said, I feel like it's quite close to my stuff anyway. Like, I'm sure I can deliver this. It would be a different story if it depends to what extent as well. Like, and it depends who.
It's just making sure you're the right fit for the right job.
If it was because I have had any experience with a model before. I don't really want to say it now because it was awkward when it happened, but anyway. But if it was a model and she was asking for a certain type, so say it was a model and she wanted that style of, like the glowy sunset where it's got, a little bit of like an orange kind of color to it, on the beach, and she's like, this is what I want it to be. In saying this, I've said yes to a lot of jobs, and I've kind of changed my style just for the bank, just for the money, you know what I mean? Like, I'll fucking do it.
Job.
But depending on the volume and the size of the job, if it was, I've had weddings come through before and ask me if I can deliver this, and I've just said no, whether it be the package is there's too much volume in the package for my pricing, or if I don't think I can deliver that style that you want. But there have definitely been times where they've asked, can you kind of deliver this? And I've said, yeah, fucking oath, I'll give it a go. But at the same time, if I was to attempt at delivering something and then they were like, oh, me, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. I'd be like, no.
You're hiring me for that style.
100%.
You've seen my profile. You know what to expect.
100%.
If you're asking me to be completely like this other person here, then you might have to hire that person.
And that's it too. Like, at the end of the day, you're hiring me.
You're hiring an artist.
Yeah. Like, you're hiring me for my shit. Like, I'm gonna cuss.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do shit my way. If you don't like that, like, find someone else. No hard feelings.
Yeah.
It's like if I wanted to go.
It's not an arrogance thing in
No.
any way. It's the confidence, but also
it's just what vibe
who you are.
Yeah, it's what vibe you want. You're not going to sign up at Jets if you want to be training at a gym like Iron Hub or Doherty's. You know what I mean? You're not going to sign up there because it's not your style. It's not what you want.
No.
You know what I mean?
You're not going to walk into the gym, talk to the gym manager, and be like, look, if you make this a lot like that other gym, then I'll sign up.
I'll sign up. No, just go to that gym. Just go to that gym.
No, that's one of the biggest things sometimes that I see.
Yeah.
But no, I think a lot of the time people are just hiring you for your style and your
I think you can pick it as well, though, you know what I mean? Like, I think it'll come down to the week, like how much money you're going to get out of the job and just how you're feeling that week. Like, if you feel like bending a little bit and trying something new, sweet, cool, I'll do it. But if you're like, don't really like the vibe from this client, don't really like the idea of this job, and I'm pretty fucking busy this week, so I don't know if I want to do it. Then you can turn it down,
Or if you're in a network with other photographers, man.
Like we do. Yeah, exactly. Like we do all the time.
I think you sent me a job.
I did send you a job.
And it's coming up in December.
It is coming up very soon. What was her name? Rebecca.
Yeah,
Emma,
I think.
Yeah, the family shoot up in the city.
Yep.
Nice. Exactly.
It's happening.
Exactly, yeah.
No, but that's the thing, yeah. I was going to ask as well, when you're talking about hair and barber, how come your hair's looking pretty tame? It's looking good. Like, I like the...
There's nothing crazy going on at the moment.
Nothing crazy going on.
I know. I was thinking of dyeing it blonde again, but I think I'll grow it out a little bit longer. Yeah. And then I'll keep the undercut going.
Did you go blonde or white? Did you go white?
It was blonde. I would love to. Every time I've bleached it, I've done it myself. Yeah. So I think next time I'll go and I'll get it done somewhere so I can actually go like white. I would actually love to go like white but kind of off purpley pink. Yeah.
You'd do that.
Yeah.
You're also Asian, so you can do anime style.
Exactly.
I'll go the last three.
Bonus round.
Bonus round.
Nice.
What's one of your biggest failures? We were talking about the last 10 years of our life and how we've come to this point, but what do you think is one of the biggest failures, even if it's an opportunity that never came to be, that has led you down to this road right now? So, I mean, I guess it's not a major failure if it's led you to this point.
Biggest failures. I think the only thing that can come to mind, honestly, right now is not having a better relationship with my dad. He was in the Navy for a very, very long time, so he would get posted out to sea a lot. Mm-hmm. So he wasn't around a lot as we were kids. And then when he did, him and my mum separated, and when they did separate, I see now as the last effort to try and get closer to us kids, he moved closer to us, and he stayed stationed here in Melbourne at Cerberus in Hastings. And then at that point I was 16. So like I didn't know my dad very well. Like I mean I did know my dad, but he wasn't in our lives, so I didn't feel like I had any obligation. I was a teenager, I was doing teenage things, so I didn't see him much. Then he said, all right, cool, well I'm going to move to Cairns because that's where I want to be, that's where I can be for work. And then I just didn't pursue it too much. And then he passed away maybe like 2 years ago now. So I feel like, it's gone quick. But yeah, I do feel like that was probably one of the biggest things that I failed at, was to not reach out and try a little bit more. But it is what it is, man. Like it happens. And like
if you could be remembered for one thing, what would you like it to be?
Okay, what I would like it to be, big dick.
Yeah?
No, I'm kidding. I'm Asian, man. Yeah, I'm Asian. We know that ain't true. If I could be remembered, what would I want it to be? I don't know. Good things. I can't particularly say one good thing, but just like good things. I just hope it was just positive things.
I reckon it'd be your character, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
You don't take life too seriously.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Jokester.
Yeah.
You must really, really, really push the buttons of
so many people.
Keegan.
Dude,
I've seen it.
Keegan,
funny, though.
Keegan complains on camera, but he enjoys having me around. He does. He needs a bit of.
You got yin yang.
Yeah, and I do pour it on a little bit sometimes when I'm around him, but only because I know that he needs it. Everything else in his life is so serious. You know what I mean? And it does. It brings out. It's good for his business, for social media to see, because you see that motherfucker walking down the street, like, holy fuck shit, he looks real scary. But then you might watch his Instagram videos and you're like, oh, he looks he seems approachable now.
Yeah, in new videos. I like that. I like that you bring that across.
Yeah.
What's one piece of advice you give to 18-year-old you, again, if you could go back in time?
Quit your fucking job. Nah. Advice to 18-year-old me, if I could go back in time. I was doing some fucked up shit when I was 18, but I would just say, shit. Like, just don't worry about a career. Like, don't worry about a career. Yeah, I think don't worry about a career. Like, because that's what you're told. Like, you need a career. You need a career. You don't need a career. You don't. Like, I got to the age of 30 years old before I had a career. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that whole time I was so consumed and worried about searching for a career, I was doing jobs that I didn't like to do. I was only doing it because I wanted that safety of a career. So I think just say don't do a career. Like, you're obviously going to make money.
Career. Find your passion.
Yeah, 100%.
Find your passion, don't find a career. That's probably the best line to finish on, man.
Yep.
Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Legend.
Yeah, that was nice. That was good.
That was good.
Yeah.